Hello everyone, welcome back to Teacup Tarot. My name is Reya, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at what is the solution to your issues. So what is it that you can do or you will do that will sort of make your things easier for you in a way that is right. Of course, let me tell you this. For some of you, this video may be very accurate. For others, it may not so be. In which case, I would really suggest you check another pile, because sometimes, the answer is there, but it's not necessarily in the pile that we want it to be. Yeah. Take your time when it comes to your selection, and then we start with pile 1. Hello, and if you've selected pile 1, then let's take a look at what is possibly the solution to your issue. Yeah, let's take a look. We'll keep your heart here. Alright, we get into your tarot first, and then this is where the magic lies. That's what I always believe in especially my readings. Because a lot of what I read is intuitively. Okay, so basically for you guys, the solution to your problem is in your own hands. So this is by your work that you're going to be able to resolve your issues. So whether you have issues at work, it's your hard work that is going to make things happen. And especially in the dimension of work, I feel like you need to concentrate your efforts. You need to aim at mastery. So any task you're doing, please make sure how can you give it to 100%, and if not 100, at least 99%. Yeah, because your hard work and dedication will make it happy for you. And once again, with your relationships also, you've got to work at it, because your solutions somehow lie in efforts. However, the thing with you is, I feel like you wait for the time, or maybe you feel like, whatever is coming for you or the circumstances that are around you may not be ideal. So of course, it's okay for you to wait, but then you have to also understand that your action is what is important. Yeah. Now, when it comes to the solution to your problem, it can also be through cooperation. Now, you could be getting help from somebody. So this could be getting help from a colleague, this could be getting help from a friend, this could be getting help from a boss or mentor at work. So that help and that cooperation will make things happen for you in your favor. In romantic relationships, this could also be like a romantic partner for you. Along with that, I feel like in the end, you're going to be winning. Yeah. You're also going to be sort of weighing the pros and cons of certain situations sort of in your life and making a decision fairly. So I feel like in the end, all the decisions that are going to be happening for you or everything that you're working towards, it's going to be favorable. Now, one more thing when it comes to, I feel like you are the kind of people you want to do everything together. So I get that, because I'm the kind of person who always does that. So if you're the kind who sort of keeps things pending and then it's like, oh, you're rushing for things, then please understand that you've got to surrender this sense of urgency and then probably have a schedule around things. So, especially with this laptop, this image is so beautiful. You have these little notes set. So if you can make that would be easier for you, or just marking things on the timetable, that will also make things easier for you. So especially I feel like this will apply to your work. So scheduling will make your task easier. And of course, it's all about the choices for you at the same time. So if you're faced with a lot of choices, okay, maybe this is the way I can do it, if that is the way I can do it, or you're just confused, then once again, it's about the fact that you've got to make a choice. Yeah, then choosing will make it easier for you as well. Worry less about making the right choice and more about being strong enough to handle any outcome. So it's not always about the choice, but also about the outcome when it comes to your choices. Now, the thing with you is, maybe you are the kind of people in everything you feel like, okay, things are difficult. Or you actually may be in situations where you feel like, oh wow, I really don't know how I'm going to be getting out of this situation. Then you've got to understand that you yourself have to lift yourself up from the depths. Yeah, so it's your job. That is your story, pile 1. You've always been independent. I've known my pile 1s consistently to be very independent people and very strong people at the same time. Come to the edge, take a risk. Okay, so once again, this really talks about the fact that, maybe you're waiting, you're playing the waiting game, probably waiting for a right kind of opportunity. If you want a new job, you're like, okay, I'm waiting for the right kind of opportunity. But maybe it's when you come to the edge, when you try, when you look at things, that is where you'll sort of find the solution. So once again, it's about taking that risk in life. And imagination. So once again, this like imagine your success. Okay, so in your life, whatever difficulty you're facing, whatever problems you're facing, what are you imagining? Is it never gonna work out? I'm never gonna be able to do this, or do you actually imagine things to be working out for you? So of course, with imagination, this is also about using a manifestation board. These days, you could just have your manifestation boards on your laptop, or just print it out and put it out somewhere where you can see. That is my preferred method. So maybe that imagination, imagining yourself to be successful in any issue that you're facing, or just visualizing it, may also help. Conclusions are within reach. So I feel like that is really promising for you, I believe, because once again, it's like whatever issues you're facing, whatever solutions you're seeking, the solution is very close, and conclusions are within reach. New vitality. So when it comes to, I feel like in the upcoming time, you're also going to be getting extra strength for something. And honestly, with you guys, once again, it's about releasing yourself from the difficulty. So if you feel like, okay, I don't have the energy to deal with my problems, and that is a true story. I know that to be true. Sometimes when it comes to my work also, like, look, I just want to postpone this. I don't want to do this today. But once again, you'll find that vitality. However, on the other side, for some of you, it is like a health issue. Then this is good news that it's sort of going to be getting better. And one message for you along with that is also start delegating. So if you feel like, okay, wow, now I'm not really good at a particular task, especially with work, so maybe you can ask for help. Yeah, and help is always given. So I feel like for you, it's like help is primarily important, whether it comes from like a friend, whether it comes from a colleague, whether it comes from your partner, but that help is necessary. And instead of trying to manage everything on your own, start delegating your responsibilities. Now this is also about sharing your feelings. Okay, sharing how you feel with a friend, a partner, especially with an emotional issue. Yeah, I just want to cover all issues out here, because a lot of people sort of watch this with different intentions. I'm going to give you tea leaf cards just so that we get those extra information. Let's see. Okay, now this is especially for work, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. So if you're facing some kind of issue work-wise, then you've got to be shrewd and resourceful. And I believe that's especially true when it comes to, business matters, work matters, and protected from negative forces beyond your control. So once again, if you feel like, oh wow, this is not going to happen, I don't know what's going to happen, then this is a message for you that you are going to be protected from any negative forces beyond your control. And pleasure with a close friend. So this is like, a friend can help you. You can call up a friend for support, or if you just feel like, wow, this is getting too much, then just go out for a cup of coffee with a friend. A successful outcome to your problems. So whatever problems, once again, this goes well with the theme that conclusions are within reach. Announcement, of course, there could also be some kind of announcement for you coming up which may help you. Seek out information that will help you. So basically, if you do not have all the answers about something, especially work-wise, we don't always know the solution. But once again, if you ask for support, if you ask for help, then maybe that will make your task easier. So in your thing, I feel like somebody's support, delegation is important. And do not be tempted to lower your standards. Of course, do not lower your standards. See, the thing with you, it's like you're waiting for something. Of course, don't lower your standards, but don't get too comfortable as well. Short journey. Relating to your solution, there's also a short journey in play. Exciting event. So this could be an exciting event coming up for you. Money will be coming to you, so monetary issues, I feel like they'll be solved, and things will not always be this way. A change is coming. So whatever situation you're dealing with, things are not always going to be this way, because a change is coming. Conclusions are within reach, and successful outcome to your problems is assured. Overall, this is what I have for you for your pile 1. If you want to check another pile with me, I welcome you there. If not, I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile 2s. Let's take a look at the possible solutions to your problem. Alright. First of all, one of the cards that really popped up to me is go outside. So sometimes what happens is, when we look at our problems too closely, whether this is in our relationships or whether this is in our work, we sort of lose perspective towards it. So when that happens for you, you've got to step aside. You've got to let it go for the time being and come back at it at a later point. Because what happens is then you have a fresher perspective. Then you have sort of new ideas to sort of address your issues in an effective manner. Yeah. So I feel like not sort of going too close to it and sort of taking a step back and really analyzing the situation will really help you. Because I feel like in the end, you are very soon going to be getting out of whatever problem you have. I'll get into details, of course. Now, when it comes to what you're going through as well, there is going to be probably a little bit of a time gap for you. The reason for this is because, there's some information that you don't have. And maybe you've got to get it from other sources or you've got to find it yourself. But it's like, it's not happening because you're too close to it. That's the solution to your problem, whether this is in your relationships. When two partners are just with each other all the time, then the conflict is there. But when they step aside, they come back, they have a new lifestyle, they have a new perspective. That's really happening for you in your case as well. So soul searching is going to give you the answers. And along with that, taking a balanced approach to things. So maybe you're looking at things from a very narrow perspective or just looking at one side of things. So once again, you need to take a look at both sides of the story or sort of try and see, okay, if this is what I'm doing, what else can I do to arrive at my solution? But the balance is important, that harmony, inner harmony especially, is very, very important, which seems to be lacking in your case. And one reason for this is also that you're very much in your mind. See, of course, solution, the best ones I believe come from the mind, but along with that, the heart is very important. So are you thinking exclusively from your mind? Are you thinking exclusively from your heart? Because all the solutions for you are sort of in that combination in your case. Let's look at details, of course. Observer, once again, very, very, similar kind of a message. You've got to take a step back and observe your problem almost from a third person's perspective or a bird's eye perspective, as they say. Because as you observe things, taking a step back, look at your life. What are you doing? Not only in one area, but in other areas as well. Yeah. And that will sort of help you sort of get a balanced perspective, to be fair. Okay, weighing the pros and cons, looking at both sides of the story. So as if you were a judge, what does the judge do before giving a decision? Hear this side, hear that side, then give a decision. So I feel like that is very, very important for you. For a couple of you, once again, research is the answer. Looking into books is the answer. Probably, looking at other documentation processes is the answer. And calm. Of course, calmness is important. Maybe your mind is very cluttered or you're doing too many things. Yeah, calm. I'll read this out to you. A breakdown is often followed by a breakthrough. Remain calm. So there is a possibility that because of the problems in your life or whatever you're going through, sometimes you sort of have like a breakdown. Of course, this could be to an extreme, like going through certain strong emotions. Or this could just be, okay, wow, there is going to be no solution to this problem. But then, take a step back. Maybe you'll find it. Find that inner calmness. Yeah, with that inner calmness, with that fresh perspective, a lot will come to you. And nurture yourself. Are you so enmeshed in your situation that you forgot to take a break? So this usually happens to me, when I get too busy with my life, or when I'm busy with my multiple things that I do as well. I just don't take that moment to pause. I just don't take that moment to breathe, and then I have to remind myself. Yeah, I've set actually timely alarms for that. So if that can help you, take those timely alarms on your cell phone. Have an alarm. Okay, now you have to rest for 15 minutes. Take a break, nurture yourself. Go for a spa. Go to a salon. Take a coffee date with your friend. Yeah, spend time with your partner, whatever it is. Yes, look at that. Take the time to breathe out. Are you breathing out? That is the solution. Step aside. The problem will solve itself. Yeah. And joy, blessings, and intuition. So once again, feel joy in your life, within yourself. Do you have that joy? Sometimes, especially in relationships, this really happens, that when you're dealing with a partner, you're so enmeshed in that, then it's like, you're taking care of multiple things, you forget. Especially for women, who have a family to take care of, who have responsibilities, who have work, doing multiple things, then they forget that inner joy. And I feel like for you, that is a lot of soul searching to do. I feel like that is what you need to do. Yeah? Take a step back, come back with a balanced mind. The solution will be very, very easy. Let's take your tea leaf cards. Great worry over nothing. Are you too worried about your situation? That seems to be happening. Increased material wealth or spiritual growth. Of course, if you're worried about money or spirituality, if that is your problem, then that will increase. Spiritual guidance, a protection from harm. Of course, angels, if you're dealing with angels, or if you're a spiritual person, pray about it, ask for help from God. That way can help you, because protection from harm will come, God willing, of course. News of birth or a new business opportunity. To sometimes, the answer is also in doing something new. Maybe you'll take a break and be like, okay, I want to start this too, especially for business, especially when doing something new. Good fortune. Go back to the basics. So maybe you're so enmeshed in the big things that you've forgotten the basics. Then coming back to the basics is important. So if you are sort of a PhD, have you forgotten things that you learned at your bachelor's level? Yeah, that's important. A journey, either physical or mental, can be both. Opportunity or windfall. So money will come to you very soon if that is an issue. Romance, celebration, and party. For some of you, the solution to your problem probably lies in a celebration, in a party, in a romance. Who knows? Yeah. Family wishes will come true. So especially if this is a wish relating to not only you but your family, then that's gonna come true. So I feel like that'll be a good news. Marriage. If for you couple of things are associated with marriage, then this is the answer as well. And victory in some endeavors. You're going to win in something. Yeah, the solution is close. You'll get it very soon. But the soul searching on your level remains. And take a step back. Oh wow. A marriage will take place, either romantic or business. Okay, so getting into a new business deal may be the answer. Or looking for another person to get into some kind of a business contract with. That is the answer. Stepping into a new experience, it's about doing something new, and that you'll get when you step aside, when you take a break. You feel like, especially with a job, you feel like this is what I want to do. You take a step back and be like, oh wow, I don't really want to do this. You'll do something else. That may happen. Of course, multiple other things can, but possibility. Last one, excitement. Do you feel excited about what you do? That may be an answer that you need to look into. And love, deep affection, and caring, and happiness. Yeah, please make sure you make your own happiness a priority. Take care of yourself. Take yourself outside on a coffee break, on a tea break. One of my favorite activities to do is actually set time out with a cup of coffee, with a cup of tea, write in a book whatever I have to, or just go outside. Just go outside to a cafe and just sit there. Do people watching. Because even in those little moments, you get that clarity, you get those aha moments. So basically that is the solution to your problem. There are multiple, because of course multiple kind of people watch me with multiple issues, and it's so interesting when it comes to you guys. You sort of have the sunshine coming in. And what was your first message? Go outside. I feel like this is like, you're just getting a message from God, the universe. Yeah. So this is what you really, really need to know. Yeah. Overall, this is what I have for you. Pile 2. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile 3s. Let's take a look at the possible solution to your problems. Okay, I'm going to start with your tarot, but please stay tuned for this one, because pile 1 and pile 2, they had so much extra, especially in this. We have tea leaves as well. Oh wow, look at that. 9 of Cups, Ace of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. So I feel like when it comes to your wish is gonna come true. So whatever your problem is, it's gonna end supremely well for you, and you're gonna be very happy with it, because it's like, oh wow, this is exactly what I wanted. I did not expect this would happen, but this is exactly my wish coming true for me. And the reason why this will happen to you is because you act with an utmost amount of clarity. So in your case, clarity of thought and single mindedness are going to be very, very important, because I feel like, you are sort of such well equipped people. You are so knowledgeable. You have so much wisdom with you, that anything that you want to do in your life, you are able to do. And the thing with you is, whatever you will accomplish, not only when it comes to this particular problem of yours, but even the future of yours, it's going to be very, very self-made. Maybe you are the kind of people, you're very driven, or you just are somebody who know the right kind of people to make things happen for you. But in the end, you'll have a life that you'll be very, very proud of. And the problem also, you'll be happy with the solution, because once again, you have the 9 of Cups. Along with that, you also have the 9 of Pentacles. So financially, I feel like you will thrive. If your question is about gaining respect, gaining that social stability, gaining financial well-being, then I feel like that is really, really coming into your life. And you will be very happy with it, because you will operate with a single-minded focus towards something. However, when it comes to, please also make sure that when it comes to doing anything, whether this is your work, whether this is your relationship, you follow traditions. You follow a path that has been previously taken. So, for example, if you are at work, if there is a pattern of working, if you have a boss who expects things to be done a particular way, if they expect that, okay, this is the way you work, then adhere to those things. Order, rules, those are going to be very, very important for you as well. And in relationships as well, you've got to have some kind of rules. Yeah. So this, like, okay, I am going to be doing this, you get to do this. What are the rules within our relationships? How do we work this out? What are the ways these problems can be worked out? So for you, communication and crystal clear communication can be important as well. Example, you have like examination, be clear about it. How are you going to approach it? How is the way others before you did it, your seniors? Yeah, that is going to be the solution for you. So maybe for a couple of you, if this is a relationship problem, how did your parents resolve their communication issues? Or how did a couple that you really admire work their differences out? Or probably go for somebody who's very, very respected in that field, who can help you, like a counselor, a guidance counselor. Those kind of things will also assist you. Yeah, because once you get clarity with either your own mind, and by following rules and regulations, you will basically get whatever it is that you want. And be conscious about things, take conscious steps, decide it very, very clearly, because every action that you do, you've got to think about it, because if something that you do is very, very well thought of, the results will, God willing, be great. Yeah, and look forward, don't look back. So if something that you want to do has not worked out for you, if this is an exam that you could not clear previously, if this is a job interview that maybe you did not crack, or a position for which you don't consider yourself too great, then you just have to keep looking forward. Yeah, and one thing for you is, maybe you're very capable but you have some issues, inner child issues, or you feel like you're not worthy of something, or you feel like I'm less than others, that I cannot do this because I just don't have the ability. So confront your demons, that is important for you as well. And leap of faith, take a leap of faith, put your heart's true desire into action. What it is that you truly want, be clear about it, act on it, take a leap of faith and go the distance, go an extra mile to make it happen. Yeah, so for example, if a particular job is really important for you, put in the work. Okay, do research, burn the midnight lamp. When it comes to relationship, if a particular relationship is something that you really value, go the distance for it. Your partner, go the distance. And success, that is how you'll find success. Your conscious steps, clarity of mind, yeah, and following traditions, rules, and nothing will come out of the situation. So the worst thing that you're imagining is not going to happen. Yeah, if you sort of deal with these things that you're going through, and especially one of the things that really probably is what sort of stops you from achieving what you truly want is your demons, your things that you struggle with. Sometimes we have inner child issues. We always think we're not good enough because probably that is the way we are treated, or that is the way we were treated as a child. We failed an examination, we could not crack an interview, we had a failed relationship. Confront those things, break your patterns, and then move ahead. Go the distance, do more. New possibilities, opportunities, and paths opening up. So you're going to be having these opportunities and time to act. Time to act. Go the distance. Act. Take the steps. Birth or conception for child or enterprise. Pay attention to your health. However, in all of this, whatever the issues, you've got to pay attention to your health. You are highly thought of. That's exactly what I was hinting at here. You're going to be getting the respect that you deserve. You are highly thought of in your life. Deep personal strength and peace that assures success. So once again, you've got to build that peace and personal strength. Okay, build that strength and act on things. Someone is undependable and insincere. So when it comes to your life, if you sort of have somebody that you are like, okay, I'm gonna count on this person, then maybe don't. Instead of that, rely on yourself. Persevere and you will overcome all the problems. So once again, let me tell you, do not quit. Go slow if you're tired, which may be the concern for you, or maybe your health doesn't support you the way you want to, in which case persevere. Go slow if you have to, just mini steps, yeah, but you'll be able to overcome the problem. Do not back down from opposition, show strength and fortitude. So if people in your life oppose you from doing something which is really important for you, then you've got to show strength and love. Okay, now if for you a couple of things may be about love as well, or put more love into the situation. Taking a vacation physically or mentally. So especially if this problem is relating to your health, first of all pay attention, and then make sure you take a rest physically if possible, like go on a holiday or just rest, because rest is important. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. So whatever this journey is, even if it is a long one, it will leave you wiser in the end. You'll be receiving a gift, could be a gift of love as well, but you'll get it. Doing something risky, taking a chance. So take a chance, act on it, take efforts. Period of prosperity and abundance. Yeah, but overall, this is what I have for you when it comes to the possible solution to your problems. As always, I want to give you a lot of my love, a lot of my support and prayers for any situation that you're dealing with. I'll see you next time. Bye.